Jay Combs here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I'm going to talk a little bit about eXp Realty. So eXp just rolled through, I think, 75,000 agents, one of the top real estate brokerages, fastest growing in the world. And according to several websites, that they're the number 3 as far as transactions of all brokerages in the entire world. But I want to talk about why I joined. I've talked about it in the past. I'm not one of the big pushers on it. You know, I don't care what brokerage people are at. You know, there's the good, the bad, the ugly of every single brokerage. eXp is not perfect by any stretch, but works pretty good for me. So started in real estate back in 2016. I was an independent agent with Keller Williams. Great company, learned a lot. Really, you know, grew my business. They laid some of the foundation, but still I had to figure a lot of stuff out. And so built a couple teams, blew them up, figured some stuff out, started my own brokerage, and I was doing my own thing for a couple years. Was presented eXp back in 2018. Was talked about, someone told me a retirement plan. I'm like, dude, I'm 25. I'm not trying to retire anytime soon. And so, yeah, I wasn't interested. So fast forward 2020, I'm at a real estate conference. There's a guy that I'd met a couple times at a couple events, and he was telling me about, he started this team in Nevada. They grew from 0, literally brand new team, to 100 million in 2 years. And I'm over here scratching my head. I'm like, well, I've been in real estate, I think this time 4 years. And so I was like, I'm not 100 million. Like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this guy. And so he was telling me of this other team that went from 400 transactions to 800 transactions in less than 2 years. That team just did 2,000 transactions this year. And so I was intrigued, right? I was like, well, listen, I don't care, you know, what brokerage I'm at. I mean, I could be at SpongeBob Real Estate for all I care, if I can go out and double or triple my business, and we have. Since then, we've grown 393% since 2020. Continuing to grow our operations team, our sales team, leveraging our other businesses, starting ancillary businesses, and yeah. So that was the reason, is I saw other people that were transitioning and doing what I wanted to do, and it attracted me, right? So I was like, cool. You know, and I'll be honest, I didn't know, you know, the stocks, you know, all the other stuff, the world, you know, all that good jazz, right? A lot of the stuff that people pitch you on a daily basis, didn't know about, because it didn't matter. It wasn't important for me. All I wanted to do is I wanted to double my business. And I doubled my business, and then I doubled my business again. But it took us from, you know, a $30 million team to well over $100 million team in, you know, 18 months. And can eXp say that they did that for me? No, right? But the influence, the people within the community have taught me those lessons. They've given me the shortcuts, right? I'm all about, I say R&D. Most of you guys think R&D is research and development. I call it rip off and duplicate, right? I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I can go out and take what someone's doing well and implement it in my business and go out and produce. And so that's all we've done. Some people know me as king of R&D, and I'm perfectly okay with that, right? I don't need to be the first person. I can be the 5th person or the 10th person or the 100th person. But that's what it's been for me. And that's what it's been for my partners. I've got partners, like one of my partners in Nashville is doing, literally last year was his best year. He's been in business for 8 years. This year he's well on pace. He's going to do close to 50 million in volume, and he wasn't even close. You know, they had a good book of business, but they're struggling to grow. And so you go out and you get in this Rolodex of people that are just sharing. Like, no other business that I've ever been around is literally just so apt to share what they're doing, right? And literally just give it away. It's like, hey, listen, here, take it. This is my marketing campaign, or, you know, here's my website. Go out and rip that off. And here's, you know, this is what follow-up system I'm using. This is the CRM I'm using, right? Like, everyone shares everything. Forget the stocks, forget the rev share, forget all that other stuff. Cool, it's great. I'm not a millionaire from rev share, guys. So, not yet anyways. But the reality is I've grown to a $4 million book of business, right? That's what I did do. And I'll take that over the alternative every single day of the week. And so that's my reason on why I moved my team. I think that's probably the big reason that so many people are moving at such a rapid pace. Give you a breakdown on it. They started in 2009. in a decade, so in 2009, 2019, it took them 10 years to grow 20,000 agents. It took them another 18 months to grow another 20,000 agents. Then it took them another 7 months to grow the next 20,000 agents. And then so on and so forth. I think, it's going to be a little bit less than that, but 10 years, 18 months, 7 months, 6 months, right? Doubling at that such a rapid pace. And because people are recognizing like, hey, this person's doing crazy, this person's doing crazy. And you literally you can look at any state in the country and you have these top big teams that are transitioning, right? I don't know, I don't talk to everyone, but the people I do talk to in the businesses, literally they're sharing the tidbits. They're giving away knowledge. And guys, that is the most empowering thing in 2022 that you can do for anyone else is share knowledge. Most people will never apply the knowledge, so you don't have to live in a scarcity mindset. So anyways, that's my 2 cents. Yeah, all the other healthcare, all that other stuff's great. I'm sure eXp's gonna be mad at me for not hitting on all the good stuff, but that's why it's important to me, right? And so I hope that helps you. If you ever have any questions, happy to share it with you. And I'll share the good, the bad, the ugly, right? Not everything's been pretty. I've had a lot of stuff that wasn't pretty. Onboarding wasn't pretty, right? I think that they're working on all the kinks, but the reality is the business is thriving. We're growing faster than we've ever grown before, and that's all I care about. So anyways, stay tuned to the next video. Hit that subscribe button. I drop literally as much content as I possibly can for free, and so you can get all the good tidbits, all the information, scripts, all that good jazz. So anyway, stay tuned to the next video. See you guys.